2025, the last day of the year. And this live started a bit late than the official time, but we'll catch up. Today we say that we are going to do a live where we're going to be doing a quiz. We're going to be doing quiz. And our topic today is Greece. So let's see those people who come in, and let's see how we get to engage during this live. As we are waiting for people to come in, and if you are also watching this as the recorded version of this live stream, please, you can tell us where you're watching it from, and also tell us about your year. How has your year been up to today? And we hope that you have had a good year as we look forward to 2026, and we believe that it's going to be a beautiful year. So my name is Anthony. I am the one doing the YouTube Dreamer channel where you're tuned in right now, and I'm loving every minute of it for the time that it has been in existence. Been quite busy on it for the past 1 month, and has been showing some great results, and it can only get better from here. So yeah, welcome to today's quiz time about Greece. Olaji de Platini, hi, how are you? Welcome to today's live where we are talking about Greece. We're gonna wait for a few people to jump in, and then we are going to get the quiz started. I hope you had a good day, Olaji de Platini. How has your day been? What did you do during the day? I hope you had a good day. That's one. Two, how has your year been? This is the last day of the year, and I hope that your year has been a good one. Olaji, would be interested to know how your year has gone, some wins. Then we have Brian Cheruiyot. Hi, Brayo, how are you? Welcome to this live broadcast. And let's see who else is in the house as we are going to get started on this last live of the year 2025. Who else is in the house? Let me see who else is in the house. Today we're going to be doing quiz. Yes, people are jumping in. We have Crocodros. Hi, Crocodros. Crocro, is that your name? Crocodros, where are you from? That's what Crocro is asking. I am from Kenya, although I am currently in Greece. Today we are doing quiz time, and the topic is going to be Greece. And oh, Crow is your name, and you draw. That's my guess according to your username. Where are you based in? Okay, my parents are from Ghana, but where are you based right now? So that's what Crow means. Your parents are from Ghana, but where are you based currently? Then we have 67 Doric joining, and he's saying, "How are you?" We saw that 67 Doric, but we translate that to say hi. So hi to you. So Crow is in America rather, in the US of A. And thank you for joining us. Yes, I looked at the statistics of my channel, and my channel is being watched in the US mostly. So I'm happy about that. And I know there is this meme going around. I haven't understood it because I didn't check it out to see what it's all about. 67, and that's what this person has put as his name. And mostly memes are some weird things that people do. So you brought all the emojis here. Welcome to our show. I hope that you are going to abide by the rules of this this live stream. Here we respect one another, we honor one another, and today is quiz time, where we have people jumping in and answering a few quiz questions. Yeah, we have wheels and ways this slick. Hi, how are you doing? Okay, 67 Doric is saying okay, so you got that. Thank you very much for the honor, 67 Doric. Appreciate that. And thank you for saying hi. Then we have I feel faint. I feel the faint. This sounds like something a bankrupt Israel IDF agent would tell me. What are those things? Good, thank you. How about you? I'm good. I feel faint. So it's talking about a bankrupt Israeli. Okay, Nick is Greek and is in this live. Welcome, Nick. Today we have quiz time and we're talking about Greece. So maybe, I don't know, are you allowed to answer questions? Because we have people from the US who don't know anything about Greece. So you'll be at, what do you call it? Advantage. How do you call it? Then we have Suman Blog 001. Hi, how are you? How are you? Violet Violet Stokoi. Hi, Nick M. And Nick is saying we have excellent food. Yes, in Greece. So we're gonna get started on the Greece quiz. We're gonna get started on the Greek quiz in the next 3 minutes. In the next 3 minutes, we're gonna get started on Greece quiz, the quiz time. So if you're gonna help us answer, I don't think we have so many people who have knowledge of Greece. But then the good thing is that by the time that we are coming out of this live broadcast, someone is going to have some info about Greece that they didn't have before they came to this live stream. We are here for education, we are here for inspiration. And when Nick says that we have excellent food that is in Greece, yes, Greece is known, I respect, and it's respected by their traditional salad, the Greek salad, and so many other foods. Theopistos Zova. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to our live stream. Our live stream. Then we have Andrew. You look like Beetlejuice. Who's that? Who's that? Thank you. Suman Blog, you're a great man. We are like you, bro. Okay, we have the Horiatiki salad. Yes, Horiatiki salad. That is also known as the Greek salad. Is a very wonderful meal, and so many other foods. And if I may ask someone who is not Greek to guess, what is the favorite? And it's like, oh, we are getting started. Okay, let me wait 1.5 minutes so we get started officially on the quiz time. Greece being the topic, Greek food, Greek history, but mainly we are going to focus on modern Greek in this quiz time. So, hi, how are you? 67 Doric is still asking, how are you? And Suman Blog is saying, your smile is sweet. It's very sweet. Thank you, Suman. Hello, Black Knight 84. Welcome to our live stream. And today we have quiz time where we are talking about Greece. We are more than 10 people on the live stream right now. So in the next 40 seconds, we get started on today's quiz. Black Knight is from Greece. And if we have too many Greeks and they know about Greece, so do we disqualify the Greeks because they're gonna they're gonna give all the answers which we are trying to? But anyway, you're not disqualified. You're welcome here. Actually, you help us understand Greek more during this quiz time where we are talking about Greece. The topic is Greece. We are more than 10. We're going to start in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It's quiz time. Now, let me hear from someone who is not Greek. What is the favorite snack of Greece? Dun, 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 dun. Favorite snack of Greece? Um, let's see. Favorite snack of Greece. Who is willing to guess? What's the name of the favorite? Um, and Nick is from Greece. And hi, the people are getting to know each other on this live stream. Thank you. So Alex is making a wild guess that the favorite snack of Greeks is cucumber. And what was six of the gods' names? Okay, so Vince it is bringing the quiz by themselves. I am the one moderating, so maybe at some point we're gonna bring that. But we are focusing on modern Greek. So he's asking six of the gods' names. So we asked, and Nick M gave it out because nobody was getting. Nick is Greek, and Nick says that tells you so that the favorite snack of Greece is known as souvlaki. Souvlaki is some meat that is roasted on a spiral, spearing, and then it is sliced down and it's put on some bread which they call pita. That's a flat bread and added with the onions. Could be tomatoes, lettuce. All those things are added. Fried potatoes, and it's very sweet. And some sauce is added, and the meat could be either pork or beef. So thank you very much, Alex, for subscribing to this channel, and Nikos, thank you for letting us know that. So Nikos is talking about one of the things added to the as a sauce. Either you can get sweet sauce added to that souvlaki, those combination of things I told you, or you can get jajiki. And jajiki, that's a topping. A topping of known as jajiki is a combination of yogurt, cucumber, and garlic. I'm not a fan of jajiki. It reacts with me. So Trenos is saying, yeah, rotis ton apopu in oanthropos. Okay. I read Greek, Trenos, so I read that. Can I answer him airport in Kenya? Hello, Nico and Takis. Black Knight is greeting other fellow Greeks. And Trenos ask you, where are you from? So Trenos does not know how to write in English, I guess, so he's asking for someone to ask me where I come from, and I answered that. Trenos, Elinaras, dice, Kego, ime Elinas, Apokalamata, ime Apokalamata. No, joking, I'm from Kenya, so ime Apo Kenya. So we talked in the quiz, we talked about favorite Greek food, which we discovered is known as souvlaki. The quiz continues. Someone who's not from Greece, guess what's the population of Greece? What's the population of Greece? What's the population of Greece? Let's see who can get that right in this quiz time. And it's wonderful. Trenos is saying to speak in Greek. Mila elinika reile file. Mila elinika. Αλλά εδώ στο live έχουμε άνθρωποι από παντού. Okay. So Broski is saying, hello, my African brother. Where are you from, Broski? Where are you from? Today we are talking about Greece. Okay, Broski is from Morocco. So today we are discussing Greek. That's when we have the quiz time, and the topic is Greece. And Broski, I asked, what's the population of Greece? And Alex, who is a Greek, is giving it out there below there, and is telling us that the population of Greece is 10 million people. Yeah? Okay. Uh, and then I feel the Faint is asking an interesting question that is not part of the quiz. And I don't know where that question comes from. Is asking, would you rather see a tree grow or a Negro? Oh, that's racist. Okay. But anyway, you have your right to say whatever it is that you want to say. Yeah. Okay. Hello from Italy. Gabriel is from Italy. Thank you. Good evening. Um, uh, I feel the faint brochure. It isn't racist. It is racist. We are not children. We can read very well. Um, you don't have to explain yourself. You had a reason to ask that. Okay. Nick M said hi. Hi, Nick. Again, you said hi. Trenos san naftikose ho girisi olit in Afriki. Oh, Trenos ehis girisi olit in Afriki. Polikala. Broski, yo, bro, shut up. Is saying, not you, bro. You, bro, not you. Okay, whichever, bro. Um, which bro? Broski, which bro is being told? Don't listen to these people. Yeah, we don't listen to these people. Gabriel, thank you. We are here for the quiz time in Greece. We've already asked 2 questions. The favorite snack of Greece, which is souvlaki, and we also asked uh, how how big the population of Greece is. James Perry is in the house. Happy New Year's Eve. Yeah, this is the last live broadcast of 2025. Broski says they liked the live stream. They have subscribed. Thank you very much. James Perry, I hope you didn't come earlier and didn't find us live because we started a few minutes late. But we are here doing the quiz. We asked 2 questions right now already about Greece. We asked about the favorite food of Greece, which is souvlaki, is known as souvlaki. I really explained all about it earlier. And then we asked the population of Greece, which has been given to us by Alex as 10 million. That's the population of Greece. Then we are going to go to the third quiz, the third question. The third question is about Greece, is about when is the independence of Greece? When is the independence of Greece? Alex is saying rest in peace 2025. We are saying bye to 2025. And Gabriel is saying I hope 2026 is going to be a better year. Yeah, it better be better. It better be better. So trenos ekane grafi zita signomi parakalo. Prinia after she okay signomi then he says see it is I feel the faint that need to zita a signomi, and I think he's not here up to now. Okay. um So, Alex, I will see you in 2026. Ninos, can like, can graphy. So we are live here and we are discussing on this quiz time. We are discussing Greece as the topic. So Ninos, can ke graphy sto kanali. Nagnorim zomaste. I struggle with my Greek. I do struggle with my Greek. And Alex says, we'll see you in 2026. So the question was, when was the independence of Greece? When was the independence of Greece? Let me see someone answer that. This is quiz time. we are learning about Greece, a bit of Greece. So Ninos poso kani deka sin deka. What is 10 plus 10? That's not part of Greece. Unless you want us to talk about the contribution of Greece in mathematics, because we know Greece contributed to a lot of things in our history. The modern history, we talk much about what Greece did. So Trenos is saying Kalichronia Filemu que se olusas Kalinikta Trenos efaristo pu wiltes to live mu, efaristo pu masegrapses, efaristo que pu gnoris aoti echis judicio in Afriki tis sareses. Pio hora sarese, tis sarese po aftitin hora pu sarese, malo na mathe numekati kia posena. So James Perry says, I have a Greek question. How many calories are in a single serving of baklava? A, all of them. All calories. Kalichronia Ninos, and everybody else. So Nick M is saying 1821 is when the Greek independence. We remember the Greek independence, but there are those people who even don't know the date. Not the year, but the actual date. And this is what we are here to learn for those who may not know. When is it celebrated? The year is 1821. And an interesting fact about this is that it's marked not as when the country became independent, interesting compared to other countries that I have seen, but when the war of independence started. It started in 1821, and that's when we celebrate the independence, when it all started. Maybe also in other things in life, we should not celebrate the accomplishment. We should actually celebrate the start of the struggle towards the accomplishment, because usually that is the hardest part that we should celebrate. When you have to do something, you postpone days, months, years, and may not end up not doing. So why not celebrate the beginning of the struggle? So Greece celebrated in 1821, the start of the War of Independence, but what date? Treno says, then Catalava, Pados, Tida Cataraves, Oti Secraxago. Okay, bravo, dice Asteri, Faristo Anastasia Sematu. Happy New Year, Toasty, my Rosti. What's that? Netrias Dukas, hi, is saying hi and is filling our chat with hi, 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 hi. Everybody else who's here, we are doing a Greek quiz. It's quiz time, and we are asking questions about Greece. And we hope that you had a good 2025. We are coming to the end of 2025, and I'm waiting for the date, for the actual date that Greeks celebrate the Independence Day every year. Hi. If you know that, please give it to us in the answers, in the comments. So Natila Duka 564 is saying hi, 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 hi. And everybody else who's here, I appreciate your presence. Thank you very much for coming to this live stream. And today we are doing quiz time. We are closing the year with Greece. So Natila Duka 564, hi, how are you doing? If this is your first time on this live stream, say hi, because I know we have some new people still coming in. If this is your first time that you're seeing this live stream, say hi. Say hi. Say hi. We are 24 minutes in on this live stream. We've had good interaction until now. And we thank each and every person who's been here with us as we look forward to close the year in style. Um, do we have a new person here? Now, we didn't get the exact date that we celebrate Independence Day in Greece. Thank you very much for all the likes. James Weir, 6612. Hi, how are you? Where are you watching me from? We've had people come, comment, like the live. Thank you very much. I see the likes. I appreciate. And subscription. We also have so many other people who are here live. And if this is your first time that you're on this live, say hi and tell us where you're watching us from. We appreciate every new person that comes onto our live. Thank you very much for hopping onto our live. We've been having up and down numbers, up and now, up and down, up and down. We are closing the year. Onsen 2024, Onsen 24. Hi, good to see you here on this live. Thank you for hopping onto our live. Today we had said we are going to be doing quiz time. This is what you're doing. The topic is Greece. We've been asking questions about Greece, and the last question that was asked, which has not yet been answered, is which date of the year do the Greeks celebrate their independence? James Weir is watching us all the way from England. And James Perry has got it. James Perry uh, let us know that Independence Day in Greece is celebrated March 25th. That when we celebrate the Independence Day. And we earlier said that the year that is remembered is 1821. And it was not actually, yeah, and Nick has put it down there. 1821 is the year that we celebrate. Now, the interesting fact about that is that the celebration is not the year that they gained independence, but rather the year that they began the War of Independence. Interesting. And they celebrate their Independence Day. So we said could be interesting thing to always look at the time that we start the struggle of something, the time that we put the first brick of a house as the victory that we've got it. So we learn that from Greece. Next question, next quiz question. And yeah, so we heard the war was fought. Oh, yeah, onsen. That's why we are here. Onsen says, whoa, I didn't know that. That's exactly what happened. So 25th March 1821, that was the beginning of the War of Independence. That's when it's marked. The war started around that time. And that's when the Independence Day that is celebrated in Greece every year. Now, let's go to another question about Greece, an interesting fact about Greece. And the question is, Faizan Hakim, this is not the question. I'm reading what Faizan Hakim has written. Your smile looks like Vinny's. We don't know Vinny, or rather me, I don't know Vinny. Okay. Next question, next quiz question about Greece is, how many islands does Greece have? How many islands does Greece have? That's the question. Let's see who gets that right. Now, Greece is known for great summers. People come for holiday. We actually have millions of people flock to Greece every summer to come and have a good time. The beaches are good, the islands are good, and so people come to go to the beaches on the mainland, and they also go to the very many of them go to the islands because they have beautiful islands. Actually, some of the islands, uh, some of the top 10 islands in the world in beauty. Yeah. Legend Thanos. It's one day before 2026. Yeah, this is the last uh, day of 2025. So Onsen made a guess, but I guess that's not a guess. That's a number that you might have read somewhere. So thank you for that, because it's part of the answer. And Reged Thanos is saying, rest in peace 2025. Yes, we've come to the end of 2025 and we are telling 2025 bye, because this is the last day of 2025. So Onsen is giving us an answer to the question, how many islands are in Greece? How many islands are in Greece? Can I see someone or else put a number down there? How many islands are in Greece? How many islands are in Greece? Legend Thanos saying three and a question mark. Oh, he's asking a three. Legend Thanos, I think, I don't know, maybe that's a joke. Or maybe you're young enough not to know how many islands are in Greece. And this is why you're on the live, to get some knowledge out of the live as we are doing this quiz this wonderful day of 31st December 2025. So the question is, how many islands are in Greece? And we're going to give it out right now in the next 10 seconds. And is asking, Legend Thanos is asking, was that right? Legend Thanos, your name tells me you are Greek. So number three is a joke. So I give the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The actual islands of Greece, are not known. We don't know how many islands Greece has. But estimates give us that we have like many estimates give us 1,200 islands, and others give us that we have any number inside there, like the one that Onsen had given us there, 3,000. We have been given numbers as high as 6,000 islands. Yes, 6,000 islands. Now, this ranges on the size that people would want to rate an island, because some are small, some are big. So it's anywhere. People put their numbers as anywhere from 1,200 islands to 6,000 islands in Greece. And not all of them are inhabited. Some of them are inhabited, but the numbers that they range, that they tell us that could be inhabited. Okay, so Onsen says, "Oh, that's a lot of islands." Yes, Ringo says, "Whoa, 6,000 islands." Yes, Legend Thanos is questioning 6,000 islands. Yes, Greece has as many islands as those. It's surprising. It's shocking. You could maybe imagine like they have 10, 20, 30. No, they have those. And the inhabited islands range somewhere from 166 to 227. Those are the ranges that we get to see people analyze and say we have like, okay, so you can say around 200 islands are inhabited. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 islands, 20 islands, 30 islands, 50 islands, 100 islands, 200, any number from there. That's where the as many islands as we have. So yes, it's a lot of islands, Onsen. A lot of islands. Even the inhabited islands, those are so many. And they have beautiful islands. Lingo is saying, I think the country with the most amount of islands is Sweden. Um, Correct me if I am wrong. Now, that's something that we're going to find out, because I don't know. Let me admit that I don't know. How many islands could Sweden be having? And and Robin is asking whether I know the country Tanzania. Yes, I know the country Tanzania. Tanzania is actually our neighbors, where I come from. I come from Kenya. We are bordered with Tanzania. So Epic Edits is saying hi to everyone and has put a hi for each and every person on the live, and even for those who are going to come and join us. So he's saying hi, 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 Epic Edits, hi, hi. Yeah, those are as many islands as Greece have. Then James is saying Sweden could be having bigger number of islands than that, and I doubt, but that's something that we should find out together. How many islands does Sweden have, or rather, which country has the biggest number of islands? If someone knows that, you can always leave us that answer. You can uh, let us know that. Let us know something new as we come out of this live. Someone didn't know that Greece has as many islands. Someone didn't know the date of independence for Greece. Someone didn't know all these things. And they may not have known even that Greece is one of the favorite destination for tourists. And their islands are beautiful. Their beaches are beautiful. They have good food, all those kind of things. And also they have history, a lot of history. We are not quizzing on history today, but they have a lot of beautiful history. And so in today's quiz time, we are looking at modern Greece. Next question. How many are here? Okay. So Onsen says that Sweden has approximately 267,000 islands. Really? I thought I and even other people on this live and everywhere think that a few thousands of Greece islands, like two, three, 600, 6,000 islands are so many. You're saying that Sweden has approximately 267,000 islands? And Lingo just searched up how many islands Sweden has, and it has an approximate. Yeah, exactly. So Onsen looked it up, Lingo looked it up, and not only that, Lingo says that Sweden has also the most amount of islands. Yeah, this is what we wanted to find out. So Sweden has the most amount of islands in the world with 267,000 islands. Whoa, that's something new I've known today. So the next place that I go and I'm asked, I'll answer that. Which country has the most islands in the world? Sweden. How many? About 267,000 islands. Thank you. Greece has between okay, a maximum. Okay, let's give it a round figure. 5,000 islands. Zachariah says, I pronounce it twice in two ways because there are some who would say Zachariah, and where I come, that's Zachariah. so, so Zachariah says, or Zachary says that Canada has the most islands. They googled this and they brought us Sweden with 267k islands. Zachariah, how many islands does Canada have? If you can tell us, let's know from you this before we go, so we don't live here confused about the number of islands that are in Sweden, or if Sweden is the most. Uh, okay, Raula Sati says over 8k. Okay, Zakaria, you came, I think, a bit late because we talked about this. Someone searched and told us that Sweden has the greatest number of islands, and the number is staggering. They have approximation of 267 thousand islands. So onsen says you have to go. Thank you for coming to our live. Lingo is also living. Same is also living. Have a great day and a happy new year. Thank you, Lingo. And Laura, did you know Israel recognizes? Okay, uh, kind of changing the topic, Laura there. But we still have a lot of people to continue engaging with this quiz. We have another 10-15 minutes and then we're going to sign off this quiz for today, this live stream of today. And it has been an interesting quiz time. Hey, and if you're living and you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. And then Raura is changing the topic a bit and is asking, do you know that Israel recognizes Somaliland? We're going to find out. Tell us more, or we're going to find out there. Victoria is saying, "Hey, YouTuber, the dreamer, the YouTube dreamer, not YouTuber, the dreamer. I'm back, and I'm late." Victoria, okay, no problem. So James Perry says that Canada has approximately 55,000 named islands, but about 100,000 estimated. So it's nowhere near Sweden. Victoria Olofino, what about Greece? So you are late. Today we heard, okay, and Zachariah has looked it up also and seen 36,573. Now, these numbers will differ from one source to the other. Uh, yeah, because counting 1,000 islands, 10,000 islands, 30,000 islands, 100, it's not easy. How do they even count that? How did you count those so many islands? Now, the thing is, I can imagine, and it's going to be determined by a lot of things. I can imagine that some of the islands could be just maybe the size of a house, something that is protruding up from the water a few meters. Then I want to imagine that depending on the tide, sometimes some of the islands show and some could be short, could be below sea level when the tide is high. And Zakaria says, I didn't know Sweden had that many islands. That's why we are on this live, Zakaria. We are learning. We are learning on this live. And Victoria is asking, what about Greece? Oh, are you asking what we are discussing about Greece? Or were you asking the number of islands which we just covered about Greece? And also have known which is the country with the most islands in the world. And Canada maybe ranks there amongst those countries with the great islands. But we've known the number of islands in Sweden, the approximation, the number of islands in Greece, which was shocking to people when we first mentioned the number. But then when we hear that there are other countries with a bigger number of islands, then we start to imagine. And Zakaria says that he went on a few islands of Greece and is great there. Please tell us, Zakaria, which Greece islands did you come to? Which Greece islands did you come to? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and Victoria says, but I never knew there were islands that are the size of a house. Of course, when you're now counting of thousands of islands, there, you can imagine that an island could be big, inhabited by a lot of people, but then there could be some protruding rock or something that is coming out of the water, and it's identified as an island because it's some land in the middle of a water body. I guess that's the description of an island. So if anything is protruding out of the sea, then that should be an island. Okay, so So Victoria says, but I never knew okay, the size of a house. Yeah, I don't know, but we're gonna find out what's the size, the smallest size of an island, or yeah, what should be identified as an island. Which size, the smallest size of an island that qualifies to be named as an island. Otherwise, what is it? Whatever object is protruding from the sea, and it's a rock, it's yeah, it's something that is attached to the ground, that should qualify as an island, and some of them could be small. Okay, so Zakaria says one of them started with an I and the water was blue plus crystal. Which island starts with an I? Ithaca. Is that an island? I think Ithaca is an island. Ithaca, and there is so much. There is a famous book, or an even Finding Ithaca. Oh, someone tell us. Okay, Zakaria says the smallest size of an island I think is near the Farcads and qualifies to be like 14 feet. Yeah, exactly. Which is even not as big as a house. 14 feet should be 3 meters. That's 9. 14 feet. It's like a small room, that island. So that's why we have so many islands, thousands of islands attached to a country. Okay, so let's continue. Mm, some islands are not even sea level. Oh, Victoria, Aluwino, 86. Do you mean they're below the water? Okay. Um, all that Fida remembers about Greece is the 300 and Greece gods. Okay, you're here to learn something new. We've covered a few of the quiz questions today. And Mussolini tried to take this beautiful country. Gabriel is saying that. Yes, today we were not dealing with history, we were dealing with modern history. And we've covered a few questions. Now let's touch a bit of ancient history. Yeah, it says Fida, he failed. Um, Mussolini failed. Sorry. No, you don't have to be sorry. You're welcome here. You're welcome. You can ask a question. You can make a comment. Only that we try to focus, and you are allowed to. Yeah. And thank you. Let's continue. I want to ask this something that touches on past history, and then we're gonna come to modern history of this. And this is the Olympic Games. If you didn't know, Greece is known to be the mother of the Olympic Games. When was the first Olympic Games held in Greece? Let me see that. When was the first Olympic Games held? And that was held in Greece. Let's see that answer in the comments. So Zachariah saying, Happy New Year's very soon, ever soon. He may be thinking of Ilapetra, which you come into Crete. When you come into Crete, Ilapetra. I am not even aware of that island, Ilapetra. I haven't heard of it, but I know there is Ithaca. That Ithaca should be an island, and it's a famous one. I haven't been there because there is a theory attached to Ithaca. Is it a theory or yeah, a theory about life, finding your purpose, finding, and they say finding your Ithaca. It must be an island. So that's my guess. But with so many islands, he could have gone to any other island that even me and you don't know, starting with an I. Now he can't remember. Sometimes you go to places and you don't remember the names. Like you come to Greece, you hop on a few islands, and after a few years you forget. Unless you are like one of a guest I interviewed in a podcast. I interviewed a guest on a podcast who remembers everything about his life from the first day that he came he started to sense, his senses started working. He remembers everything about life, everything about the world that he has ever got information about. Ask him any question, he will answer you as long as his senses have come into contact with that. So any other person is excused to forget names of places, names of people. We excuse you. So, YouTube dreamer, do you believe in Zeus, the Greek god? That's a question, good question, Victoria. That's the history of the Greeks and their gods, and each and every one of us may be coming from a place where we also have history of our gods, and there's so much that we don't know. There's so much we even don't know. So much of the myths that are told, we don't know whether some of them existed or some of them are stories. Um, Fida's message was retracted. Is that done by you or is it done by YouTube? I wonder. So Zakaria has to go and he will subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, please subscribe. Be with us the next time that we do a live. Tomorrow, New Year, we should be doing a live unless something comes between me and you or me and YouTube. Then, oh, you and YouTube. It's your tube. Okay. So unless something comes between us, so tomorrow I will likely also do a live. Happy New Year as you are going. Happy New Year. Frida says Greece and Turkey are currently fighting for an island in the Mediterranean. They have always fought for an island. They have always fought for an island. And also, yeah, yeah, it involves Greece, Turkey, Cyprus. Some history that you go find out and you're wow. So I asked a question, I haven't seen an answer. I was asking, when was the first Olympic Games held in Greece? When was the first Olympic Games? So James Perry says Irapetra is a city on Crete. Ferry goes there. Okay. So maybe the person could have confused Irapetra, a city, uh, as an island. Although we cannot ignore the fact that amongst all those islands, we could be having an island known as, with a, not even one, many islands starting with the letter I or with any other letter. So we'll leave for the person to remember. He can go and search his history, his souvenir, to see if he has any souvenir. Uh, any souvenir. So Victoria says, Wahiak, you have a funny profile picture. Yes, he has a funny profile picture. But Wahiak, he gives us a problem of pronouncing his name. Has been here on this channel for many days. This channel has been very active for the past 1 month. And half of the days, I believe, Hiak has been here, Ihiak, or maybe 10, 20 days. He's been here actively coming onto the lives, interacting on the videos. Thank you very much, Ahiak. And yeah, your funny picture has been seen. Maybe you can explain to us what it is. Brian Chariot is back. Thank you. Ray Gaming, hi, is saying hello. And the question has not been answered. In the next 6 minutes, we are signing off. We are signing off. Just call Edo. Just call Edo. 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 Hi, Edo. You've got to write that on your name so that we pronounce it. We read it the next time that we see your username. So the question, asking for the last time, because maybe we don't have as many people to answer this question. When was the first Olympic Games held in Greece? That's the last time I'm asking. We should be signing out of this quiz time today in the next 6 minutes or so. Or that's 5 minutes to go. But otherwise, it's been fun. Thank you for coming. Those of you who are still here, And we thank also those people who came here, engaged, and left. Those people who came here, subscribed, and left. If you haven't subscribed and you're on this live, please do right now before we sign off. It's been quiz time and it has been interesting. If you've stayed here for that time, you can agree with me that this quiz time has been interesting and people have left with more knowledge than they came in with. And why heck is saying, is thinking, you're not thinking, you checked it up. When we check things up, we say you checked it up and you say that the first Olympic was held in Greece in the year 776. That was in an ancient city called Olympia. That's where the name is drawn from, Olympia. 776 BCE, that's when the first Olympic Games were held in Greece. And then we have the modern games. Modern games. Okay. Oh, why he says, oh, so you took it in social studies. We take it. We agree that. We agree to that. Yeah. So the modern Olympic Games, when was the first modern? Because that's the first Olympic Games, that's the ancient one. And then we have the modern Olympic Games. Which year were they held? The modern Olympic Games. And that boy Christo is giving me a challenge, as we have some 3 minutes remaining. He's saying, can you say in the beginning, in the beginning? So why he says that they don't know when the first modern Olympic Games were played, but they were played in Athens in 1896. That's when the first modern Olympic Games were played and they were done in Athens. Victoria Alufuino says, I wonder how you found yourself in Greece, and I'm sure next time you will go to Switzerland or something. I will go to every part of the world. Oh, Eos. Yeah, Eos could be famous. Eos could be an island. That did not come to mind when you were talking. I know Eos, and that's even more famous than Ithaca. So the person could have gone to Eos. Yeah, it's possible. So Victoria wondering how I found myself here, and also thinking of my next destination. I've been here for some time, but I've gone to other destinations briefly, and who knows, maybe I could change, or even I have my base here and go to all the world. Why do you mention Switzerland? Let me ask Victoria curiously. Why do you mention Switzerland? Why? And then I'm going to mention that we could be having a minute or so before we sign off this live stream, before we sign off this quiz time, this wonderful last day of 2025. So, Victoria, why do you say Switzerland? And yeah, James Perry, thank you very much for being with us here. I appreciate every minute that you spend on my platform, as you interact with the videos, as you also come to this live stream and interact, and every other person. Um, yes, oh no, did I miss the quiz time? Yes, you missed. Why here? You missed the quiz time, and today we were discussing about Greece, and we gave out some facts about Greece, and people were like, whoa, really? They were surprised about the facts that we gave through the quiz time. So people left here more knowledgeable than they came on this live stream today. And we appreciate that fact. I was continuing to appreciate the fact that you people have been encouraging to me. That is why I'm here. I appreciate every minute that you've spent with me. Victoria, Wyhick, uh, James Perry, thank you very much. Another person that has been on and off is Brian Cheruiyot. Thank you. We have, and some of them have left the live stream. but they've been here more than once. Let me see another person who's been here more than once. And also the new ones, I appreciate you and the time that you took to be here. Laura, Lingo, Onsen has been consistent on the videos, and also I think I'm not so sure. I think this is their first live stream to be on, but on the videos, Onsen has been very active. We have, I'm thanking all of you whom I can remember seeing on my videos. Legend Thanos has been here on this live stream several times, was here today. We have James Weir, Nick M, Nikos, that is. We also have, who else? Yeah, people who've been here every day and also on the videos every day. Alex, fan of power, has been here before. He has been here today also. Thank you very much. I very highly appreciate each and every one of you. You inspire me to keep going. Yeah, when you have some people who are encouraging you, engaging with you, and they are interacting, then you get the motivation to keep going. So when I say I'm coming live, I know there is someone who's going to be there. I'm encouraged. Thank you very much. It's like I finished. And Olaji actually was the first person to come in today and has always been busy on the videos. Thank you very much, each and every one of you. Um, can you do so? You missed the quiz time. So tomorrow, why hick? I was even going to come there and asking, what would you like us to talk about tomorrow? So it seems like we are going to focus on geography. There are so many topics that we can engage in with a quiz time. So YHIC is suggesting that we do Egypt tomorrow. About the same time tomorrow. I hope nothing comes between me and this live tomorrow. I keep hoping. I promised, and I have made it to the end of the year. So 20 days. Is it 20 days? No. How many days? Like 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago. Yeah, almost 3 weeks ago, I promised to be doing a live every weekday at that time. There has been a challenge. It has been a challenge. Things don't come easy. Now, see this. You make a plan. You make a declaration over something, and then you meet with the challenges. So once I committed to be doing a live every weekday at the same time, you get challenges coming along the way, but then you have to stick to your promise. You stick to your promise. And I have made it every single day. I have hopped on to a live stream, and sometimes it's been short because maybe I have some other things to do, but I have made it every single day. I've kept my promise. I said up to the end of the year, this is the last day of the year, and I'm happy. I'm going to continue with this trend, and maybe, I don't know, maybe the format or the schedule is going to change in the near future. But meanwhile, I promise, without a date in place of when I'm going to stop doing this consistently on a weekday at this same hour, around 6 p.m. UK. And you can translate that to your local time. James Perry, you say, thank you again, Anthony. See you next. Yeah, see you next year. Okay. Perry, yes, that is my real middle name. Okay, that's good. Hey, why hick? You asked the question. Lazarus, elada mono, opios in apadise. Apadise, go yati diavasa. Ekanese grafi, puitas to live mo. Afaristo. Simara hija me quiz time, que it milaga mea Greece. Today was quiz time where we were talking about Greece. Now, why Hick is suggesting And since there was no any other suggestion, is suggesting that today we do Egypt. So, I mean, did I say today? Tomorrow we do Egypt. Accepted. Why hick? Today, tomorrow we're gonna do Egypt. Egypt quiz time. We're gonna learn a bit about Egypt. I hope for those who've stayed long, you've had a good time. Even for those who joined us as we are going on, I hope you've had a good few minutes. So tomorrow we meet quiz time, 9 p.m. UK, to talk about Egypt. Suggestion by Waihik. Oh, you said I call you Edo. What is Edo? Okay, we'll learn that. But anyway, thank you, Edo. Waihik. Otherwise, okay, maybe you can change the username to read Edo so that, but you don't have to do for me. I'm having a challenge reading that name, but maybe the others are not having the challenge. Keep what makes you comfortable. Another day, another time. See you all next year. Have a wonderful time. See you next year. It's been a wonderful time here. And yes, you said that X Xiak, Xiak, Y Xiak, Y Xiak is pronounced normally. Y Xiak, Y Xiak. Because you said Y, first you pronounce Y and then you pronounce the rest, which is X normally. So that must be Y Xiak. Y Xiak. Oh, and you say, yes, okay. So from tomorrow, I don't have any problem pronouncing your name. Waixiak. Okay. See you tomorrow. Thank you for giving us tomorrow's quiz time topic, Egypt. Bye. See you next year. See you next year.